Dear Greg, a year ago when I married for the second time, I had two daughters, ages 7 and 8, and my husband, Larry, had a 14-year-old son, Matt, who is incarcerated in a juvenile detention facility for the crime of sexually abusing a neighbor's 8-year-old daughter. Now, the counselors in the facility believe that Matt is ready to be released, but I'm nervous about him moving in with us. I want to believe that people can change, but I'm not sure it's fair to expose my two daughters, who are now 8 and 9, to this risk. Matt's mother, who lives in the same town, would take him back, but Larry thinks she's too harsh with him, and Matt wants to live with us. Larry also feels bad about the years he's already left Matt with his mother and didn't spend much time with him. It seems like no matter what I do, somebody will be hurt or angry.
You are quite right that in some situations people will be angry with you or hurt no matter what you do. But you must understand that your responsibility is always to be as loving as you can be. And after that, you are not responsible for how people respond to your decision. Other people are responsible for their feelings and behavior. Now, how do you decide what is the most loving course of action here? Your daughters need your love, but so does your stepson, and so does your husband. You're baffled as to how you could possibly satisfy everyone, and I have a great secret for you here. You don't have to. Surprise! You do not have to satisfy everybody. Really, you don't. Most of us have been taught, and we've come to believe, that loving people means giving them whatever they want. So we feel obligated to do whatever people ask us to do, especially if they're close to us, a spouse, family members, friends. Actually, people don't usually ask us to do what they want. They make demands, even when they say they're just making requests. And they prove that when we don't give them what they want, and they become disappointed and irritated with us. Their disappointment and irritation prove that they are making demands. There is a huge misconception that if you are truly loving, you will give people what they want. Wrong. If you love people unconditionally, you will love them as well as you can, and you'll give them what you choose to give freely. Real love is freely given and received. The instant you feel obligated to do something for someone, you couldn't possibly be giving freely, and then it can't be real love. When you're not giving unconditionally, you don't feel loving, and the person receiving what you give doesn't feel loved, so nobody wins. So one consideration in real love is giving what you can offer freely. Another important point is that when we love people, we give them what they need, not necessarily what they want. If love meant always giving people what they wanted, then we'd be obligated to give a drug addict, for example, a dose of drugs in order to love him, and that wouldn't really be what he needed, would it? In our next session, we'll bring these considerations together to help you make a reasonable decision about what to do with your stepson.